Nestled within the fortified walls of Vatican City lies one of the most enigmatic and secretive places in the world, the Vatican Apostolic Archives. For centuries, these archives have been shrouded in mystery, guarded with the utmost secrecy by the Catholic Church. Accessible only to a select few scholars with special permissions, the archives contain centuries' worth of documents, manuscripts, and records that could potentially alter our understanding of history. The Vatican Archives were formally established in 1612 by Pope Paul V. However, the Church had been amassing documents long before this official formation. The archives house millions of documents, spanning over 12 centuries. These documents include correspondences of popes, state papers, account books, and many other invaluable pieces of history. The reason for such intense secrecy and restricted access is often debated. While the Church claims it's to preserve the delicate documents, others speculate that it's to conceal dark secrets. One of the most notorious secrets held within the archives is the trial of Galileo Galilei. In 1616, Galileo was summoned before the Roman Inquisition for his support of the Copernican theory, which posited that the Earth orbited the Sun. This contradicted the Church's geocentric view, which placed the Earth at the center of the universe. Despite his scientific findings, Galileo was forced to recant his views and spent the rest of his life under house arrest. The detailed transcripts of his trial, along with other related documents, are stored in the archives, shedding light on the Church's suppression of scientific advancement. Another dark chapter hidden within the Vatican archives pertains to the Church's interactions with Nazi Germany. During World War II, the Vatican maintained a controversial policy of neutrality. However, secret correspondences between high-ranking Nazi officials and the Vatican suggest a more complex and troubling relationship. Some documents hint at covert negotiations and concessions made to protect the Church's interests. The full extent of these interactions remains hidden, but the fragments that have surfaced suggest a murky alliance. The archives also contain extensive records from the Roman Inquisition and the Spanish Inquisition. These documents reveal the brutal methods used to root out heresy, witchcraft, and dissent within the Church. Torture, forced confessions, and executions were commonplace. The archives hold chilling testimonies of those accused, as well as detailed accounts of their punishments. These records offer a grim look into the lengths the Church went to maintain religious conformity and authority. The Knights Templar, a medieval Christian military order, was both feared and revered. They were accused of heresy, idolatry, and other crimes by King Philip IV of France, who sought to seize their wealth. In 1307, hundreds of Templars were arrested, and the order was disbanded in 1312. The Vatican archives house the Chinon parchment, a document that reveals Pope Clement V secretly absolved the Templars of heresy in 1308, contradicting their public condemnation. This secret absolution has fueled countless conspiracy theories about the true fate and legacy of the Templars. The Cathars were a Christian sect that flourished in southern France during the 12th and 13th centuries. They were deemed heretical by the Catholic Church due to their dualistic beliefs and were brutally persecuted during the Albigensian Crusade. The Vatican archives contain records of the Inquisition's campaign against the Cathars, detailing the systematic destruction of their communities and the suppression of their beliefs. These documents highlight the ruthless measures taken to eradicate what was seen as a significant threat to Church orthodoxy. Among the most tantalizing secrets within the Vatican archives are the rumored lost Gospels. These apocryphal texts are said to offer alternative accounts of Jesus Christ's life and teachings, diverging from the canonical Gospels of the New Testament. While some fragments of these texts have been discovered over the years, it is believed that the Vatican holds more complete and controversial versions. The potential existence of these Gospels raises questions about the formation of Christian doctrine and what may have been omitted from the biblical narrative. The Catholic Church has a long history of performing exorcisms, rituals intended to expel evil spirits from possessed individuals. The Vatican Archives contain confidential reports on these exorcisms, including personal accounts from priests and the possessed. These records detail the often harrowing experiences of those involved and the Church's ongoing battle against what it perceives as demonic forces. The secrecy surrounding these documents suggests a darker, more supernatural dimension to the Church's history. In 1917, 3 Portuguese children claimed to have witnessed apparitions of the Virgin Mary in Fatima. The apparitions reportedly delivered 3 prophecies, which were later documented by the Church. While the first 2 prophecies were revealed in 1941, the third prophecy was kept secret until 2000. Even then, some believe that the full contents of the third prophecy remained concealed in the Vatican Archives, potentially predicting apocalyptic events or significant changes within the Church. The Vatican's commitment to secrecy has fueled speculation, conspiracy theories, and a sense of intrigue for centuries. The contents of the archives represent a vast repository of knowledge, power, and control. While some documents have been released to the public, the majority remain hidden, leaving many questions unanswered. The archives stand as a testament to the Church's influence over history and the lengths it will go to protect its secrets. The Vatican Apostolic Archives continue to captivate the imagination of scholars, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. The dark secrets contained within their walls offer glimpses into the complex and often troubling history of the Catholic Church. From suppressed scientific discoveries to covert political dealings, the archives are a reminder of the power and mystery that still shrouds one of the world's oldest institutions.